Hi and welcome back, and you're still tuned in to A Better Place here on Cape Town TV with me, Shiraaz Reddy. Now joining me is none other than the team from StreetTalk, Richard Mould. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
You're one of the founders of StreetTalk. Yeah. Where did it all start?
StreetTalk started out of a film that I made in 2006 called Shag. Put an ad in a newspaper, and we had a huge response from a whole lot of different women, and we realized that lots of people live in different communities around Cape Town and they don't communicate with each other. So we got these women in groups of 6 and 7 into a small room and we started filming them. And as soon as we finished filming, they all swapped phone numbers, they all started connecting with each other. And we realized that there was a real need for people from different communities to understand what other people are going through, what they experience, what their experiences in life. Because I think we separated geographically from each other, we also separated economically from each other, and this gives us an opportunity to hear what other people are talking about. What are the issues that face people in Dunoon or in Mufuleni, or what is it like to be an old age pensioner living on your old age pension? Or what is it like to be a doctor at the Uester Hospital in Menell and the challenges that they face? And that really just gives us an opportunity or a window into these people's lives, into these communities. Yeah.
Now, Tara, hiding away there, you're one of the filmmakers, and I mean, where did it all start for you? And then, you know, how has the experience been so far?
I started work with them and they started to train me. And then I've been joined with my partner here, Akhona. So we trained very well because they are good trainers. And we learned a lot because we learn everything. They don't just train us as filmmakers, as like how to do camera. They train us everything. We learn how to edit, we learn how to film, we learn how to do sounds, lights, everything in one time. It's a whole package. But you know, we're managing because we love what we're doing. So it was great for me to meet them. Then they can give me the skill that I've got now.
Akhona, where did it all start for you?
Yeah, I would say like it was a calling. It was a calling, yeah. Because it started like when I met Richard and Joe, and they taught me how to do films, and it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
But because
Nothing is easy.
Yeah, but because of the teachings that they give to us and the experience that they share with us, we now can be able to go out there and say we are the best filmmakers. And we're the best like documentaries, and like we can research some good stories. It's because if they teach you, it's not like they don't put pressure on you. They sit down with you, crack jokes, and say this is what you need to do, and it's what we're doing. So we're happy.
How was your first experience walking into the office at StreetTalk?
Yo, it was amazing though, because that was the first office that I've worked with, and seeing equipment, seeing everything that is inside and the decorations, I thought to myself, this is something real. You know, I had to determine myself and like, this is it now. I'm going forward, no moving back. So I've learned a lot. You know, they started to talk to me about documentaries and all the stuff, letting me watch their small documentaries that they have did. You know, and they let me to go outside and research. You know, so it's like people that they can talk like real things. So I started to say, okay, fine, now this is it. If I'm not going back, I must as well go forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Richard, what has been some of the challenges that you guys have faced with putting, you know, the overall package of StreetTalk together?
Well, aside from raising funds, because the important thing for viewers to know is that CTV don't pay us to screen StreetTalk. So we raise our own money to flight StreetTalk on CTV, and we also raise money to run our training program. So our intention is to train 6 filmmakers every 6 months. But unfortunately, due to lack of funds, we haven't been able to do that. But next year, that is our goal, to train 12 filmmakers over the next year. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What has been your highlight short film so far that you guys have done?
I would say the highlight short film is Tick, The Devil Within. Okay. Now, that's a film that we launched last Friday, and we had an incredible response from the media. And I think it's probably the most powerful StreetTalk film that we've made so far. And that's really credit to Akhona and Tara. It's the first film that they've gone out, researched, shot, directed, and done everything on their own. And it's incredible that that is now the film that has really got the attention on Street Talk.
Akhona, tell me a bit about your experience working on the film that Richard has just mentioned.
It wasn't easy to get people to speak about the things that they do in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did manage to get the guys. And
Okay.
like, I can tell you, yeah.
It was like some
Yeah,
powerful
sure.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after we shot it, I thought to myself, yeah, this is what we're gonna do to create an awareness out there and to show the people that this is what is happening in the hood.
And for you, Tara, what was your experience like working on this on this particular short film?
As I know, it's like when you're a filmmaker, yeah, you have to be scared, but if you want the story, you want the story. That story that we did, me and Akhona, that's a dangerous story, to be honest.
It is. I mean, you must have gone into like some really dodgy areas and stuff like that, yeah.
You can't imagine. When I was there meeting the guys, because Akhona introduced me to the guys, I didn't know any of the guys there. I said, okay, fine, I could look these guys, yeah, they're doing drugs, but you know what? When the time that they are pulling out their what you call the knives, the guns, smoking dick in front of me, the smell, everything. I said to myself, okay, this is it. If I'm moving back now, I don't know what to do.
You're laying down in your dream, yeah.
I feeling them exactly what they were doing, I wanted to convince, the young youth there in townships that this is wrong.
Watching that story, showing them that this is really wrong.
This is really
this
wrong.
Should not be done. There's zero tolerance.
We've got brothers, we've got sisters, we've got little boys that are still like growing. So that kind of a feeling. If we show them, we do an awareness to people in our communities. Surely the people that are living in Kemp's Bailey, Hout Bay, Sea Point, they don't understand what's going on. We only ask black people suffering.
Yeah.
We're seeing everything there, So if we can take something like that and put it to people that they might see what we're going through there, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I went with Akhona with that idea, and we went there and filmed the story and we come up with it.
Okay.
And we made another one about gangsters.
Yeah.
Young youth, 18, like age of 16 years, 15, like they're killing each other.
Richard, maybe you should tell me, how do you feel looking back and looking at the hard work and looking at the edits and looking at the final product before it goes out on CTV? What is your feeling on that,
Well, I think the main thing that I have is that on a personal level it's been a fantastic experience working with Akhona and Tara, and they've totally risen to the challenge. And the way we work at Street Talk is we run a 2-week training program in the beginning, and then they really work with us on a daily basis. So it's like they're right in there on the production, doing all the fun stuff and the hard stuff as well. And it's been very inspiring for me to see how they've tackled that, and they've taken it on and taken responsibility for things. And when things have been hard and we've said go back and research it more, there are certain things in filmmaking that have to be done properly, otherwise I'm sure you've experienced it as well. You organize a shoot, you don't have the person's phone number, you arrive there and it doesn't happen. So it's been an inspiration to me that they've really stuck by it, and they really
they follow through on what the plan of action was to get that Tuk story out there. You didn't care what the environment was like, what the guys were going to be like as a girl. You went out and you did what you needed to do, you shot what you needed to, you got the shots, and you told your story, and I'm sure that must have been like very self-fulfilling for you guys.
I think the important aspect of that film is that we're not making a film that makes a comment about Tik.
Yeah.
So we're not saying don't do Tik, don't do drugs, don't do all these things. What we're doing is filming people out there in their natural home environments, what they're doing. And I think it's a very powerful thing because it lets the viewer make their own conclusions.
And don't forget, you can also catch all the Street Talk footage exclusively on CTV. I'm Shiraaz Reddy. Thank you for watching.